Hello. Good morning. For me, it is. It's a beautiful morning. Sunny skies in Tokyo, not too humid yet. I look like Ralph Norton from The Honeymooners. Only I watched reruns, by the way. I never watched the live performances, way before my time. But I appreciate live performances. The Honeymooners, all of those were done live, incredibly. You could see them making mistakes sometimes. Kind of like when you do live streams. John would know all about that. Right, John? Hey, Anne. Yenny. Aiken. Bonjour. Ça va? Evan. Let's go. Power to everyone. Yeah. So we're going to take a ride into Akihabara, and we'll be heading out this way here, and we'll be heading to past the Kanda Myojin shrine, and we meet John there. So it should be a fun ride and a fun morning. We've got lots of stuff to talk about with our upcoming trip, which is just a few days out. So we're very excited, and without further ado, I'm going to put you into my helmet and we'll get on the road. So just a moment. Please bear with me. Hey, Anne. Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. Cheers for that. I will stay safe with your well wishes, I'm sure. Thank you. Give me a moment while I get my stuff together here. Shortly, the Toden Arakawa line should be going by. The little trolley car. It's cute. I'll show you. What do you guys think of my do-rag? Do or don't? I kind of like it. I feel like I should be on a buttermilk pancake package or something. I don't know why. Oh, here it comes. Which one's coming? Coming from the, oh, it's coming from the left. You'll see that momentarily, but we're gonna get on the road here. Is it coming? Here it comes. There it is. Isn't that cute? It's the Toden Arakawa line, aka the Chin Chin Densha. Okay, it's time to put you in my helmet. So things are gonna get awkward for a minute. Bear with me. Here we go. Turn this bloody thing off. Here we go. Yes. Is it off? No? There we go. All right. Bear with me. Facing out. All right, good. Got it? Oh, here we go. Almost there. We're almost there. Okay, you should have audio
We're in helmet. I am adjusting my camera so I can see. There we go. Good. Excellent. That was relatively smooth this time. Throwing my stuff in my bag. And we're out of here. Here comes another train going the other way. So the reason they call it the Chin Chin Densha is that's the sound, the onomatopoeia. Japanese has a lot of onomatopoeia. And when the driver rings the bell, and by the way, you do not want to be sitting near that bell, it is loud. And that's the sound it makes. Ching ching. But it's also a naughty word in Japanese, meaning a male's appendage. Hey, I don't make up the news, I just report it. Okay, we're all set. Everybody got your helmets on? Let's do it. Today I am on my Triumph Speed Triple. Oh, that breeze feels great. Good morning, Oji-san. I'm assuming this will be close to what our Hokkaido weather will be like. Praying for no rain. But it should be cooler. It's not so humid there, which is so pleasant when you're on a bike. But for those of you who haven't heard, Daub and I are doing a trip to Hokkaido. 5 days by motorcycle, 4 days by RV. And we are leaving this coming Thursday, the 28th. 28th through August 6th. We'll be exploring almost the entire island. There's still a lot we won't see, but we will be doing lots of exploring, live streams every day. So be sure and log in and join us on this incredible adventure, exploring the ancient indigenous people known as the Ainu. We'll be making a documentary and documenting some of their cultural heritage, which is we'll be visiting or attending a dance and having some traditional foods, and that's just one small little facet of the trip, but an important one. Ainu are the indigenous people of Hokkaido, well, of Japan, but they're in Hokkaido. It's where they resided and still do. Fascinating culture, like any indigenous peoples. So we'll be looking into that and lots of other great stuff. Onsen are all over the place. Some wild onsen, which are the ones that, as you can imagine, somebody has constructed them. They're not like a paid onsen. They're in a river or off on the side of the road or something. So we may hit one of those, but we'll also be hitting some more, what do you call, built up onsen that are tourist attractions. But lots of different types of water that we'll be experiencing. And I think we'll be talking about our stretch goals later today as well. We've got some exciting ones. So we'll wait till we meet up with John in a little bit. Hey Jason, thanks for joining. Yeah, we'll both be streaming on our live channels. On this one, and John on his Only in Japan Go channel. We'll be streaming on bikes and off bikes with our gimbals. Aiken, hello. Aiken writes, Non-riders say have a safe ride. Motorcyclists say have a good ride. There's a difference in perspective. I love the speed triple. Thanks, Peter. Hey, my pleasure, my friend. Thank you, as always. Yeah, it's very true. Have a safe ride. Have a good ride. Yeah. Because we know how it is being on a bike, that freedom. But you know what's funny? You know, I've been riding bikes for, oh, by the way, I had my 23rd anniversary here in Japan just yesterday. Amazing, 23 years. Incredible. And as those who have been here, long stretch foreigners living in Japan, you never tire of it. It's especially when you're in a big city like Tokyo. So much going on, so much to do, so much to learn, new people to meet. Good fun. But you know, I've been riding bikes. My first bike, can't really call it a bike, was a 50cc scooter. And in Japan, you can ride a 50cc scooter if you have a car license. So if you're licensed to drive a car here in Japan, you can own or ride a 50cc scooter. But there are restrictions. For example, you cannot turn right at a light with a 50cc scooter. I know that sounds odd. So what you have to do is you kind of do this little U-turn type thing and into the oncoming traffic, and it's hard to explain, but you can't turn right, okay? Just take my word for it. So I first got a 50cc scooter. A friend of mine, Eric, at the time was riding bikes, and he was encouraging me to get one. So I got a 50cc scooter, and very quickly I was like, man, I gotta have more power. So I got a 400cc motorcycle. I had to get the bigger motorcycle license, which was a real bear. Took me 6 tries to get it because I didn't go to a school. I just tried it on my own, which they allow, but they're very strict, and I failed 6 times. And then I rode my friend's Ducati. I had this 400cc, it was called a tourist trophy, the Honda TT 400, an 80s, I think it was a late 80s bike. And it was nothing but trouble. I bought it used in Ueno from some dodgy motorcycle dealer. The wheel froze up. Then I rode my friend's Ducati, and I was like, holy moly, that power. So I was like, I cannot stay with a 400. So John, I recommend that you do not try a big bike for a while until your sea legs from your 400cc bikes. And then I had a host of other bikes after that. But what I'm coming around to here is the freedom of being on a bike. So I've been riding for the 23 years that I've been here, and I love the freedom, of course. But recently we bought a car, and I'm a car guy. I love cars, always loved cars, and so we got a car, finally. Been waiting a long time, and I got a car, and it's a new kind of freedom that I had forgotten about, especially in these trying times where we kind of want to avoid being on public transportation. And you know, when you're riding a bike, if it's raining out, you got to take the train. Tokyo is a very easy city to get around by public transportation. It's fantastic. It's probably the world's best. But that said, it's also nice to just jump in a car with your family and go places that you normally wouldn't go. Sunday drive. That's kind of what it's turning out to be, is a Sunday car. Whoa. So later today I may take Joji and Kyoko for a little drive somewhere. Nothing big. Get some lunch. All right. We are on Hongo Street. This runs right past Todai, which is Tokyo University. And we've been on this road many times together. Todai is the Brainiacs University. You got to be super smart to get into Todai. Backhoe. Here we go. Woo-hoo. Gotta thread the needle. This begins the campus right here of Todai. I've mentioned before there's a Starbucks in there. So if you're in this area when you visit Tokyo, Todai Mai is the station. It's a beautiful little campus. And it's a nice place to walk around, get a cup of coffee inside. And there's a really good Indian restaurant. We may have already passed it. Really good. Yeah, I think we already passed it back there. Ooh, this is full riding weather now. Oh no, the Indian place is right here. Right over here on the right, on the corner. Excellent Indian food. Huge naan, great curries. It's also no traffic when you're riding in the morning. So that's another bonus of getting up. I went to bed early last night. This is Kasuga Street. If you go down this street, it takes you to Tokyo Dome, Tokyo Dome City. Franklin writes, does anyone have a recommendation for a good beginner bike? Well, I would always say 400 and under. Some people would say 250. But I think you quickly, if you find that you like riding, you will quickly tire of a 250 bike. 400 is still not too much power. It's still plenty to get yourself killed. So you have to be humble. Ride carefully, and but yeah, any of the Japanese bikes like the CB400 is a fantastic bike, very, very reliable, easy power ratio, nothing too jerky. It's not like a cafe racer. It's got smooth acceleration, comfortable to ride. CB400s are great. Which way are we going to go? There's a couple ways we can go into Akihabara. We're going to go this way. Yeah. Here in Japan, you see a lot of the 250s. And the reason being that in 250 and under, you do not have to go through the vehicle inspection, which is a pain in the rear. Every 2 years, you have to have your bike inspected. And if you do it yourself, it's a major pain in the rear. If you pay a shop to do it, it's expensive. because they put it on a truck, and you end up paying, you know, it could be $600 to $1,000 for them to do it for you. But you can also get a professional to do it, who I hire a guy, much more affordable. He's a freelance guy. But so 250s are very popular because they don't have to do the vehicle inspection. They save some money. But all three of my bikes are over 250 now. My scooter even is 300. So I've got to do the shakken. Now coming up here on the left is a really nice shrine, walking distance from Akihabara. And we will see it up here shortly on the left. In fact, I'm going to pull in there and just show you guys. That's it, straight ahead. I think we can go in there. Watch out for these people. This is called Kanda Myojin. Kanda Myojin is this temple. Those colors are so vibrant. It's beautiful. And a really nice walk from Akihabara. From Akihabara station, maybe 10, 12 minutes. Let's walk up there a little closer. Yeah, Mr. Black writes, get a Honda for reliability, Ducati if you want to become a mechanic. Isn't that the truth? I had a Ducati ST2, and the point at which I sold it was when one of the parts went out. I think it was like the brake cylinder or something, I forget. But I had to wait a month. So the bike was useless for a month for the part to come in. And that was like, nope, done with you. I love the Ducati, but arrivederci. Yeah. So Kanda Myojin. We'll just take a quick peek in here. Sorry, I can't zoom in when I have this on my helmet, but you can kind of get a feel for the space. There's nobody here. There's a museum over here. And this guy's sitting on 2 big barrels of sake. He's got a good life. Bit stone-faced, but he's got a good life. All right. Back to the bike. There's the, looks like the Great Wave, Hokusai's Great Wave ukiyo-e woodblock prints. There's a sculpture over here. We'll ride by it. All right, off we go. inspiration from Hokusai's Great Wave of Kamakura, the sculpture here. Now, I'm not sure we can... If I remember correctly, there's some interesting little shops over here down the street. It's a walking street. It has kind of an old Edo feel to it. All right. Into Akihabara we shall go. Yeah, generally, as it gets later in the day, this place is really crowded, so we could not have done that on the bike without taking some people out. And that's just a nice thing to do. There's a guy with a Honda over there. Looks kind of nice, all black. Okay, we are pulling into Akihabara, the electric town. And they've really cleaned this place up. When I first came here, it was pretty dirty. It's kind of a scuzzy neighborhood. But in the past 20 years, they've cleaned things up and really made it to the popular place that it is. This is Akihabara. Never tire of this place. Great energy. And if you walk down this street all the way straight, it takes you to Ueno, Okachimachi area, which is also a great area for shopping. And I think John went there the other day to Myojin. Turn left here. Meeting John around 8:30. So we'll kind of just buzz around these streets a little bit for a few more minutes. And then we're going to be live streaming on John's channel. This guy is, what is he on? That's a Hayabusa, I think. The rear looks like a Hayabusa. Kind of circle around here a little bit. Yodobashi is right up here on the right. And Nick, if I'm still here later, I'm going to take you to the donut place that I like. It's back there, but it's closed right now. I owe you a donut run. It's nice to be out on the road when there's no traffic. Very pleasant. Over here on the left is AKB 48. There's a theater where they perform and the Gundam Cafe. For first-timers to Tokyo, Akihabara is a must-stop. You can go to the maid cafes, there's plenty of those. And then electronic shops, shop till you drop kind of stuff. I think these guys are looking at us. Oh, hi. Hello. They're not waving. Stone-faced, like that statue we saw earlier. It's funny, sometimes you'll see people in your peripheral vision, like staring at you, and then as soon as you start to look over, you can see them quickly turn away. All right. Off to meet John. He'll wave back. I hope. We're going to be together for 10 days. My apologies, guys. We should be going. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. But that's the live stream. So, the question is, where is John? And where is motorcycle parking? Actually, I vaguely remember. Oh, maybe it's over there, actually. Let's take a peek. I think right over there. Yes, it is. Yay! Okay, things are looking up. So we're going to go across the street over here and park. And continue then. And by the way, this is a cool place over here under the railroad tracks. There's some great restaurants, and there's a brew pub, microbrew, that especially in the evening, it's kind of a fun place to be. All right, let's get back in the saddle and we'll have to do a U-turn up here, I think, and work our way over to the that bike parking. Cause of it. So we will, let's spin this around here. Let me take out the use the audio from the phone now. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and pleasure as always. Open my face here. Yeah, we're back, but I'm going to park it here. So I will bid you a farewell, and please make sure you having some weird issues. All right. See you shortly on John's channel. Ciao for now.